Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today I wanted to take just like a really good Dragon Ball Heroes team into the hardest fight in Dokkan, which is Fusion Zamasu. So this is kind of the team build I came up with. The thing with these Heroes units is there's so many good units and setups you can do now that there's a lot of different ways you can roll with it. And what I like about these new units is you can mix Super and Extreme together, which we are definitely doing here. Now, I did intentionally want to bring Tech Broly in here. Tech Broly is really poorly suited for this fight. I'm just going to say that right now. So I am using a Whis turn 1, and Broly's still going to take a lot of damage. Broly isn't really fit for AoE fights, but I wanted to show that I can still get him through the hardest fight in the game, even though it's AoE. Because Broly here has got like no stats, right? So he took 300k there from the AoE, and that was with having a Whis on, right? So if Broly ever gets supered, like, you have to have double Whis to even survive this first turn, because Broly's got it twofold here. One, he has no stats before attacking, and then two, he's type disadvantage here in this first phase. But I think as long as, you know, he doesn't get supered, we can just ride the Whis here. And the thing with this team that works so well is they actually put out such a good amount of damage between Vegito and Broly here. Broly's starting at 5.7, not too strong, but he really builds up quick as he attacks. Now, you notice this first phase of Zamasu, if you don't deal, I think, at least 1 million damage, he will take 0. So Broly, because he's type disadvantage, wasn't critting. He needs crits to hit. But then Goku Black here, 7 mil, he'll do some damage. The other thing with this team setup that's kind of crazy is that the last phase is physical, and I bring no STR units. If you guys remember, like, just in the history of Dokkan, when fights get really hard, you typically have to bring a lot of type advantage, and we've gotten to the point in the game between having guard, damage reduction, things like that, that you don't have to bring type advantage at all to beat a really hard fight. And that's what this team is showing here. Vegito with the 60% damage reduction is just insane. And then physical Vegito is defensive enough to tank normals, and then if he does get supered, he has that nullification in his kit. So that really helps there. Look at that, just eating that for double digits. Now, that was with Whis on because we had that carried over from the first turn. But that's still pretty good. We'll take it. And then you see here Vegito just spouting out 15 million attack stats. He very commonly will triple super, just do a ton of damage. Like, look at him just burn this guy down. Yeah, he just keeps going for days. Another 15 mil attack stat. AGL Vegito, I would argue, like, unless you have no interest in heroes at all, like, this banner's a must pull. Because this rotation that we just saw there of physical and AGL Vegito is legitimately one of the best rotations in the game. Even if you're not interested in heroes, I think it's worth it just getting the 2 Vegitos and then just running a great ape setup, man. Like, crazy. Like, if you like that Int LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and by the way, I could have put him on this team, but I wanted to do full heroes here for sure. And I like using Int Pan. So Int Toa and Int Pan, the thing that this Heroes team has so well is that between Int Pan and Int Toa, these are just go-to support units you can run on any team build, and they've got enough dodge chance that you can just run them in red zone, right? Provided you can dodge. Pan, I think, doesn't care if you're super extreme, and Toa, most of her support applies to everybody anyways, and then she does give a little extra boost to extreme class. So, but Toa is good enough even on super class just to run. So here comes Broly now at about an 8 mil attack stat. And now, you know, getting some crits. He's not type disadvantage anymore. So now he's going to, like, just start dealing. Like, look at Broly just dish out some damage here. That one was a normal, which is unfortunate. And now, look, he's tanking just fine here. Now, I think we do have a Whis on here. Because that was my thought. I'm like, let's just on each phase use a Whis right away. And, like, within the 2 turns, we pretty much kill them. We do so much overwhelming damage. So part of what makes this team good defensively is just they have enough offense just to, like, bum rush this Zamasu down before he gets enough turns. Like, we don't really have to go, like, because here we got an active skill. We're going to guarantee crit here. And Zamasu's basically going to be out of here at this point. So part of what makes this so good is when you're offensive enough that I pretty much didn't even have to go through a turn without a Whis on. So we just had Whis guaranteed this whole time. And we just kill Zamasu too fast. He just can't respond. And even if Zamasu, say, survives this turn, which I don't think he does, because we're guaranteed critting 15 mil attack stats here. Even if he had survived, I know I've got a Vegito that can go in slot 1 and probably tank whatever Zamasu dishes out next turn and get the finishing blow there. But yeah, Vegito's crazy, man. Like, look at us. Yeah, he's just out of here. Physical Vegeto's going to finish off here at the end. Like, Goku Black, like, basically didn't even get to do much here, right? Like, it was just the Vegito show, but they can really just carry the team. And did I need to run that Tech Broly? No. He actually ended up not really doing much. He didn't have time. He didn't have time. So, sure, I could have run, like, Dark Mask King, or I could have done, like, Janemba, or Cooler, just the tank in slot 3. But there you go. A very easy stomping of Zamasu in 5 minutes. A new record, by the way, for me. So anyways, let me know what you think of the Heroes units. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.